Flexible metal conduit, or FMC, can be used underground under specific conditions outlined in the National Electrical Code, or NEC, and other relevant building codes. It's a common misconception that PVC is the only option for underground electrical installations. However, the NEC does allow for the use of FMC in underground applications, provided certain requirements are met. NEC 356.6d explicitly states that flexible metal conduit listed for underground use may be installed underground. This listing is crucial because it indicates that the conduit has been tested and approved for direct burial. NEC 356.10 outlines where FMC is prohibited, stating it shall not be used in wet locations unless listed for such use or were exposed to severe physical damage. This means the specific type of FMC must be rated for wet locations if it's going to be underground, where moisture is always a concern. Besides the NEC, other codes and standards also address the underground use of FMC. The Uniform Building Code, or UBC 3508.42 permits FMC for underground use when installed in accordance with the manufacturer's instructions. Similarly, the International Building Code, or IC 3003.2 states that FMC listed for underground use shall be permitted for underground use. NFPA 70, also known as the National Electrical Code, focuses on electrical safety in the workplace and provides additional guidance for safe installation practices. Now let's delve into the specific requirements for installing FMC underground. Firstly, it is essential to use FMC that is specifically listed for underground use. This type of conduit is designed to withstand the harsh conditions present underground, including moisture, soil acidity, and physical stress. Secondly, always seal the ends of the conduit with an approved watertight sealant. This prevents moisture from entering the conduit and damaging the conductors inside, which could lead to electrical faults or corrosion. Thirdly, bury the conduit at a minimum depth of at least 18 inches. This provides adequate protection from physical damage caused by digging or other activities. Fourthly, protect the conduit from physical damage by installing it in a trench or using a conduit wrapper. This extra layer of protection can prevent punctures or crushing, especially in areas with heavy traffic or rocky soil. Fifthly, follow the manufacturer's instructions for proper installation. The manufacturer's instructions will provide specific guidance on things like bending radii, support spacing, and termination methods. Keep in mind that local codes and regulations may vary. It's always advisable to consult with local authorities or a qualified electrical inspector before installing FMC or any other electrical conduit underground to ensure compliance with all applicable codes. FMC is not recommended for use in areas with high moisture or corrosive environments, even if it is listed for underground use. In such cases, PVC conduit or other suitable materials may be a better choice. Here's a recap of the key considerations for using FMC underground. Firstly, ensure the FMC is specifically listed for underground use. Secondly, seal the conduit ends with a watertight sealant. Thirdly, bury the conduit at least 18 inches deep. Fourthly, protect the conduit from physical damage. Fifthly, follow the manufacturer's installation instructions. Remember that it is critical to check local codes and regulations for any additional requirements or restrictions. Ignoring these could result in unsafe installations or code violations. Now let's discuss the reasons why FMC might be chosen over PVC in certain underground applications. One reason is flexibility. FMC can be bent and routed around obstacles more easily than rigid PVC conduit, making it a good option in tight spaces or where the path is not straight. Another reason is ease of installation. FMC can be cut and connected more quickly than PVC, which requires gluing or threading. This can save time and labor costs, especially on smaller projects. However, it is important to weigh the advantages of FMC against its limitations. As mentioned earlier, FMC is not suitable for all underground environments. In areas with high moisture or corrosive soil, PVC or other corrosion-resistant materials are a better choice. Also, FMC is generally more expensive than PVC, so cost may be a factor in the decision-making process. Here is an additional thought on selecting the right type of FMC. There are different types of FMC available, each with its own specific ratings and applications. Some FMC is listed for direct burial, while others require additional protection, such as encasement in concrete. It is crucial to choose the right type of FMC for the specific underground environment and application. Direct burial FMC is designed to withstand direct contact with soil and moisture, while other types may not be suitable. If you are unsure which type of FMC to use, consult with a qualified electrical inspector or engineer. Another important aspect to consider is the size of the FMC. The size of the conduit must be large enough to accommodate the conductors that will be installed inside. The NEC provides tables and guidelines for determining the appropriate conduit size based on the number and size of conductors. It's also important to consider the fill ratio of the conduit. The fill ratio is the percentage of the conduit's cross-sectional area that is occupied by conductors. The NEC limits the fill ratio to prevent overheating and damage to the conductors. When installing FMC underground, it is essential to use the proper fittings and connectors. These fittings must be listed for use with FMC and must be watertight to prevent moisture from entering the conduit. There are different types of fittings available, such as compression fittings and set screw fittings. It is important to choose the right type of fitting for the specific application and to install it properly. Furthermore, it is critical to properly ground the FMC. Grounding provides a path for fault current to flow back to the source, which helps to protect people and equipment from electrical shock. The NEC specifies the requirements for grounding FMC, including the size of the grounding conductor and the method of connection. Another consideration is the potential for physical damage to the FMC. Underground conduit is susceptible to damage from digging, construction activities, and even burrowing animals. To protect the conduit from damage, it is recommended to install it in a trench or to use a conduit wrapper. A conduit wrapper is a protective sleeve that surrounds the conduit and provides a barrier against physical damage. When backfilling the trench, it is important to use clean fill material that is free of rocks and debris. Rocks and debris can damage the conduit and can also create voids that can collect water. Now, let's discuss the inspection process for underground FMC installations. Before backfilling the trench, it is important to have the installation inspected by a qualified electrical inspector. The inspector will verify that the installation meets all applicable codes and standards. The inspector will also check for any potential problems, such as damaged conduit, improper fittings, or inadequate grounding. If the installation fails inspection, it must be corrected before backfilling the trench. This can be a time-consuming and costly process, so it is important to ensure that the installation is done correctly the first time. Moreover, proper documentation is essential for underground FMC installations. Keep records of all materials used, including the type and size of FMC, the type of fittings, and the type of sealant. Also, keep records of the installation process, including the depth of burial, the type of backfill material, and the date of inspection. These records can be helpful for future maintenance and repairs. In addition to the technical aspects of underground FMC installations, it is also important to consider the safety aspects. Always to energize the circuit before working on electrical equipment. Wear appropriate personal protective equipment, such as gloves and safety glasses. Follow all safety precautions and procedures. Working with electricity can be dangerous, so it is important to take all necessary precautions. And finally, remember to maintain the underground FMC installation. Periodically inspect the conduit for damage or deterioration. Repair any damage immediately. Keep the area around the conduit clear of vegetation and debris. Proper maintenance can help to ensure that the installation remains safe and reliable for many years. In summary, using flexible metal conduit underground is permissible under specific conditions and in compliance with the National Electrical Code and other relevant building codes. It necessitates using FMC listed for underground use, sealing the ends with a watertight sealant, burying it at least 18 inches deep, protecting it from physical damage, and adhering to the manufacturer's instructions. While FMC offers flexibility and ease of installation, its suitability depends on environmental factors and cost considerations. Always prioritize safety and consult local codes to ensure compliance and a safe, reliable electrical installation. Ignoring code requirements can lead to significant issues, including electrical hazards, system failures, and costly repairs. Compliance ensures safety, reliability, and adherence to industry best practices. Consulting local authorities is important because codes may be amended locally, based on specific regional concerns. This might be related to climate, soil composition, or historical building practices. Local amendments take precedence over national codes. It's worth mentioning some common misconceptions about using FMC underground. One misconception is that any type of FMC can be used underground, but as mentioned before, only FMC specifically listed for underground use is permitted. Another misconception is that sealing the ends of the conduit is not necessary, but this is crucial to prevent moisture from entering the conduit. A third misconception is that the burial depth is not important, but burying the conduit at the proper depth protects it from physical damage. Correcting these misconceptions is vital for ensuring safe and compliant installations. Remember to always consult the relevant codes and standards and to seek guidance from qualified professionals when in doubt. Another point to consider is the coordination with other underground utilities. Before digging, it is important to contact the local utility companies to locate any existing underground utilities such as gas lines, water lines, and communication cables. Damaging these utilities can be dangerous and can also disrupt service to others. Always follow the one-call system and wait for the utilities to be marked before digging. Furthermore, it is important to properly manage stormwater runoff in areas where underground FMC is installed. Stormwater runoff can erode the soil and can also carry contaminants that can damage the conduit. To prevent stormwater runoff from damaging the conduit, consider installing drainage systems or using erosion control measures. As technology evolves, new types of FMC and new installation methods are constantly being developed. Stay up to date on the latest advancements in the field by attending industry conferences, reading trade publications, and taking continuing education courses. This will help you to provide your customers with the best possible service and to ensure that your installations are safe, reliable, and compliant. Also, consider the environmental impact of your underground FMC installations. Use sustainable materials whenever possible and minimize waste. Properly dispose of any waste materials and follow all environmental regulations. By taking these steps, you can help to protect the environment and to create a more sustainable future. So, to summarize the key takeaways, remember that using FMC underground is possible, but it requires careful planning, proper materials, and adherence to all applicable codes and standards. By following the guidelines outlined in this discussion, you can ensure that your underground FMC installations are safe, reliable, and compliant. When considering the use of flexible metal conduit underground, it is also important to evaluate the long-term costs. While FMC may have a lower initial cost compared to some other options, it may require more maintenance over time. Factors such as soil conditions, moisture levels, and potential for physical damage can all affect the lifespan of the conduit. Performing a thorough cost-benefit analysis is essential to determine the most economical solution for your specific application. Consider not only the upfront costs but also the potential for future repairs or replacements. One important aspect of working with electrical systems is ensuring that all components are properly labeled. Labeling provides clear identification of circuits, conductors, and equipment, making it easier to troubleshoot and maintain the system. Properly labeled underground FMC installations can save time and effort in the future, especially when making modifications or repairs. Use durable, weather-resistant labels that are easy to read and understand. The NEC provides guidelines for labeling electrical systems, so be sure to follow these requirements. When installing underground FMC, it is also important to consider the impact on the surrounding landscape. Minimize disturbance to vegetation and topsoil, and restore the area to its original condition as much as possible. Avoid using heavy equipment that can compact the soil or damage existing plants. Use hand tools wherever possible, and take care to protect any trees or shrubs that are near the installation site. Remember, responsible construction practices are essential for preserving the environment and minimizing the impact of your work. It's also beneficial to consider the use of trenchless technologies for installing underground FMC. Trenchless methods, such as directional drilling and pipe bursting, can minimize disruption to the surface and reduce the need for excavation. These technologies can be particularly useful in sensitive areas, such as parks, wetlands, or urban environments. While trenchless methods may have a higher initial cost, they can often save time and money in the long run by reducing the need for restoration and minimizing disruption to traffic and other activities. Another aspect that is often overlooked is the importance of communication. Effective communication with all stakeholders, including the property owner, the utility companies, the inspectors, and the other contractors, is essential for a successful project. Keep everyone informed of your progress and address any concerns or questions promptly. Good communication can help to prevent misunderstandings, delays, and other problems. Remember that teamwork and cooperation are key to a smooth and efficient project. Furthermore, it is important to document any changes or deviations from the original plan. Keep a record of all modifications and update the drawings and specifications accordingly. This documentation can be invaluable for future maintenance and repairs. Also, it can help to resolve any disputes or claims that may arise. Accurate and complete documentation is a sign of professionalism and attention to detail. In addition to the technical and practical aspects of underground FMC installations, it is also important to consider the ethical implications. Always act with integrity and honesty, and treat everyone with respect. Follow all applicable laws and regulations, and avoid any conflicts of interest. Remember that your reputation is your most valuable asset, so always strive to do the right thing. Ethical conduct is essential for building trust and maintaining a positive relationship with your customers and your colleagues. As the electrical industry continues to evolve, it is important to embrace new technologies and techniques. Stay curious, keep learning, and be open to new ideas. Attend industry events, read trade publications, and participate in online forums. By staying informed and engaged, you can stay ahead of the curve and provide your customers with the best possible service. Continuous improvement is essential for success in any field, and the electrical industry is no exception. Consider implementing a quality control program for your underground FMC installations. A quality control program can help to identify and prevent errors, improve efficiency, and enhance customer satisfaction. The program should include regular inspections, training, and documentation. By focusing on quality, you can reduce the risk of callbacks, improve your reputation, and increase your profitability. Finally, remember that safety is always the top priority. Never compromise safety for the sake of speed or cost. Always follow all safety precautions and procedures, and use the appropriate personal protective equipment. If you are unsure about anything, ask for help. Working with electricity can be dangerous, so it is important to take all necessary precautions to protect yourself and others.